Hey there, Green Meadows families and friends, and welcome back to Zooming In on Green Meadows. This week, our special guest is Mrs. Huddleston. Stick with us after the break to learn a little bit more about her.
Hello, Mrs. Huddleston. Thanks for joining us today.
Good afternoon, Mr. Miller. How are you?
I'm pretty good. How's your day going?
Good, wonderful. The sun is out. Life is good.
Exactly. Yeah, for sure. The sun is out and everybody's feeling a little bit antsy to get out there today, I think.
Yeah.
All right. So I've talked to you before about how this goes, but just for everybody that's watching, we have some questions lined up for you. The first one is a question about your time at Green Meadows, and then we have some fun, random questions to follow that up with. So if you're ready to get started, we're ready to get started. Does that sound good?
Okay. That sounds great.
All right, we're going to start with the Green Meadows question. The first thing we'd like to know is, can you tell us a little about what your job is here at Green Meadows and maybe how long you've been with us here?
Okay. I work with OTs and PTs.
Okay.
So I get to work with all of the kids on their caseload. I get to help in any way that I can. It could be scissor skills, it can be shoe tying, helping them catch balls. Then it's all of the paperwork part as well.
Right, right, right.
And then I've been with OT and PT since before the school opened. So I
Okay.
was here on day one.
I like it. So, for those of you watching OT and PT, that means occupational therapy and physical therapy. So, it helps our kids with their gross and fine motor skills because
Mhm.
it might be struggling there. So,
Yes,
we appreciate
absolutely.
you helping them out. I know that they can use it.
Yes. Yeah. It's fun.
All right. So she's a lifetime Green Meadows person. And even
Mhm.
before that, she was with the Community Schools of Frankfurt Occupational Therapy and Physical Therapy Department. So we appreciate you having you around.
Good.
Let's go ahead and get started with our random questions.
Okay.
Mrs. Huddleston has been a lifelong Green Meadows member in the OTPT department. I bet she isn't in dire need of Green Meadows gear, but if she does need to replace something, she can always visit our BSN Sports store linked in the description below.
Our first one, I think it's kind of simple. What is your favorite day of the week and why?
Oh, ooh, that one's tricky. I always say there's a tie for that one.
Okay.
I love Fridays. There's just a feeling about Fridays. Yay, the week is over, the weekend's coming, and there's just a different feeling in the air. So I love
Okay.
Fridays, but I'm also very, very active in church. And so Sundays are a great day. Sunday school, regular church, and then youth group in the evening. So I have a tie for my
You're
favorite.
just as busy on Sunday as you are any day of the week. I kind
Probably
of
more
thought
so.
maybe that would be your answer.
Yeah, yes.
All right. So this question gets asked to people a lot, but this one has a little bit of a spin on it. So people always ask, what would you do if you won $1 million? However, if you won $1 million, but you had to spend it in only 1 hour, what would you spend it on?
Holy cow. Holy cow. 1 hour. I I'm gonna say off the top of my head, Samaritan's Purse. I
Okay.
love that they help in times of need,
Okay.
earthquakes, hurricanes, tsunamis, and so yes, if I only had an hour, that's what I would come up with.
Man, she's awfully giving, guys. My answer would be a little bit more on the selfish end. I'd probably pay off all of my bills and then buy some land, but uh,
Well,
I'm
there's
I'm not sure I could get the paperwork to go through on the land in an hour. But you're pretty good at paperwork. Maybe you could help me out.
well, there's an age difference. You get a little older
No,
and your perspective
not
changes.
by much.
Oh yeah.
Okay. If you could disinvent or uninvent something, what would you choose and why would you choose that thing to get rid of?
Oh no.
Mrs. Huddleston told us she didn't want to watch herself on camera, but we know she doesn't want to miss all the other episodes of Zooming In. Just like her, you should click the subscribe button and like the video after you are done.
Um, uninvent.
Yeah.
You know, I love the internet. I
Uh-huh.
love the technology, the positives.
Right.
Um, Everybody that knows me knows I can't stand video games. I can't tolerate how the kids are addicted.
Yeah.
So I love part of the technology. It's been a great benefit, but all of the video gaming that goes with it, I'm not a fan. So yeah, I guess I'd uninvent.
I have a feeling when the kids hear your response, we're going to hear some oohs and ahs, but that's
I
okay.
am
Everybody
guessing
has their
we
opinion. So
will. I know. But again, any of the kids I interact with, they know that's how I feel. So it won't surprise a lot
yeah,
of them.
probably not. All right. Okay. So when you do your paperwork, I'm sure copy and paste and undo are functions that you would like to use quite often.
Mhm.
If you had the real life ability to either copy and paste things or undo things in reality, which one would you prefer to have?
Hmm, that is tricky.
I know,
That is
right?
tricky. I think I'm going to say undo. There's quite a
Yeah.
few things I'd like to undo. So yeah.
Well, I hope signing up for an interview today wasn't one of the things you'd like to undo.
Well, it's a very nerve-wracking experience, but look, we're getting through it.
I think undo is the one I would want to have as well, just because we always learn from our mistakes and you can
Mhm.
always undo the mistake that you made and then
That's,
you've learned from it and you have the
that's
chance to
right.
make up for it. So,
That's
yeah.
exactly right. Yep, that'd be my choice.
Okay. Would you rather be stuck on a broken ski lift or a broken elevator?
Broken ski lift.
For
I love
sure, huh?
heights. Well, and I've been stuck on the little sky lift at the
Uh-huh.
zoo before.
Okay.
And so I have a little experience with that. We were there about an hour with some
Okay.
fidgety grandsons. But yeah, I love the view. I love to be able to look out and around. Elevators, I'm not just a great fan anyway. So
Uh-huh.
no, the idea of being stuck doesn't appeal to me.
Man, I did not expect someone to have experience in the question when I found that one. I was
There
like,
you
oh
go.
yeah, nobody's
Again,
nope.
that age.
Uh-huh. Yep. A little bit of experience goes a long way. Okay. Before we go, is there anything that you would like to say to our students or community members or staff members that might be watching?
There have been times, obviously, getting older and thinking, when do I quit? When do I retire? And it's hard for me to fathom. I'm now at that age where those are things I'm contemplating.
Mm-hmm.
And, but I just keep hearing in the back of my mind, there are people who need encouragement, who need to be shown kindness, um, kind words. And am I still capable of that? Yes. Do I walk slower doing it now than I did 15 years ago? Heck yeah. But that's what I want to try to accomplish when I'm here, that somebody sees that I'm a friendly face, that I have some kind words. We have a lot of kids that come in that they just need hugs and smiles.
Yeah.
They come from some rough circumstances, and yeah, so this is a really good fit right now. We've got a good community at Green Meadows, and I think we're doing the best that we can, and I like to be a part of that as well.
Well, we're glad to have you a part of it with us, and we know that you
Thank
are
you.
always a smiling person in the hallway and a kind person to talk to. So
Thank you.
that
Sure
answer
tries.
completely fits you.
Good.
Thank you again for joining us today. We hope you have a great
Thank
rest
you.
of your afternoon, evening. The sun is out, and now that we've sprung forward an hour, you get an extra hour of that sunlight when you get home. So,
Right.
uh,
Chores. Home for
yeah,
chores.
exactly. So, thank you again for joining us, and we'll look forward to seeing who we've got next
Good.
week.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Have a good evening.
Thanks, you too. Bye bye.